Initial set. Up. New game. Vertical list. 1 of 9. Start a new game. Challenge level. Vertical. Friendly. 2. Friendly neighborhood. 1 of. Spectacular. 4 of. Amazing. 3 of. 5. Spectacular. Friendly neighbor. Accessibility. Challenge. Friendly. 2 of. Amazing. 3. Spectacular. 4 of. Amazing. 3 of. 5. This setting is for player. Accessibility presets. Vertical list. 3. Popular settings. Vertical. Image calibration. Vertical. Audio calibration. Subtitles. Vertical. All settings. Vertical list. 8. Apply pre-order. All settings. Gameplay. Vertical list. Gameplay settings. Challenge level. Vertical list. 1. Settings. Controls settings. Invert controls. Vertical list. Invert look control. Invert web wings control. Vertical list. 3. Invert look control. Vertical list. Invert web wings control. Vertical list. 3 of 22. Selector. Vibration. Vertical list. Vibrations. Settings. Controls. Vertical. Initial setup. All settings. Vertical settings. Control. Camera settings. Camera sensitivity. Vertical list. 1 of 8. Expandable menu. Settings. Initial setup. Subtitle. Accessibility. New game. Previously on. Would you like to watch a recap of the events leading up to?
Hey, Pete. I'm working on a college application, and it says I gotta tell them about myself.
More like sell yourself. It's the worst.
You got any advice?
Well, take me. Hi, I'm Peter Parker. I'm 25 years old, I have a bachelor's degree in biophysics, and I'm in love with the greatest woman ever.
Humble brag.
Who is the best journalist in this city.
Word. Go, MJ.
I try to live up to the example set by the other greatest woman ever, my Aunt May.
Humble brag again. Damn.
And a while back, I was bitten by a radioactive spider and got superpowers.
I can't put that in my essay.
Hey, I'm laying the track as I drive the train. I've used my powers to help the city and stop a lot of people who wanted to hurt it. Like my mentor, Dr. Otto Octavius. His lab got shut down by an old colleague, Norman Osborn. Otto retaliated by releasing a bioweapon. In the end, I managed to stop Otto, but not without great cost.
That was pretty good. But I'm no Peter Parker.
Exactly. You're Miles Morales. You're 17 years old and a student at Brooklyn Visions Academy. What else?
I guess I help out with my mom's work in Harlem every now and then. She's Councilwoman Rio Morales. And there is a girl I like who's spectacular and inspiring, and I think is one of the best artists in the city. And I also got bitten by a radioactive spider that gave me superpowers. I learned how to be a Spider-Man from the OG. But I learned how to be a hero from my dad. He was killed by Martin Lee in the City Hall bombing. The good I try to do every day is the good my dad planted in me. But it's been hard. Even with superpowers, sometimes we can't save the people we love, no matter how hard we try. A hero is someone who doesn't give up, though. And I don't plan to. I don't know, man. I can't talk about me without talking about Spider-Man.
Sure you can. You just have to... Yeah, why don't you just start another draft?
Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Press cross button to start.
We're ready. Are you good?
Promise me something.
Anything.
If this doesn't work, take me out.
It'll work.
I don't have a lot of time left. I want a chance to say goodbye.
I'm not going to lose you. I will never let you go.
We have a bell for a reason. Take your seats.
I'm here!
Good morning, class. We have a new teacher joining us today.
Hi. My name's Pete. Mr. Parker. And we are all very lucky today, because this is physics class, and physics is awesome. Ever wonder how some insects and birds, reptiles can just run right across a pond? 2 words. Surface tension.
Bathroom?
Okay. Now, surface tension is all about cohesion. Okay? Now, in equation form, surface tension, gamma, can be calculated as the force exerted parallel to the surface of a liquid, F, divided by the length, L, of the line over which the force acts. Can anybody...
I need your help.
Mr. Morales, is it? Are you sure this isn't something you can handle yourself?
I'm sure.
Okay, class. Read chapter 4 or 5 or whatever. Miles, I need this job. If the principal comes back and sees I'm gone, I'm gonna get fired.
I know, but you gotta see this.
Marco, why today? I'm so getting fired.
Hold R2 button. Swing. Release R2 button. Hold R2
Principal
button.
Evans
Swing.
already hates me for being late this morning.
Hold R2
Bro,
button.
I
Swing.
told you to be on time.
Hold
It's
R2
fine.
button. Swing.
We'll be back before we know it.
Good, because I had my
Hold
college
R2 button.
application review
Swing.
with the school counselor.
Cross
Oh,
button. Jump.
you finished
then
your
hold
essay?
R2 button.
Haven't
Swing.
started.
Oh. Well, let's get to the city and take care of Marco
Hold
quick
R2
then.
button. Swing. Hold R2 button. Swing. Hold R2 button. Swing. Cross button. Jump. Then hold R2 button. Swing.
Missed my train.
Cross button. Jump. Then hold R2 button. Swing. Hold R2 button. Swing.
Play nice, so I'ma give it my all every time. Let go of fear, it's just all in your mind. Surprise what you find if you just look inside. Carpe the diem, now you on the night, but you gotta decide to fight or to fly. You're doing what's right, bigger than pride. Really no limit with friends by your side.
Cross button.
Hey, MJ.
Jump. Then hold
Hey guys,
R2 button.
you
Swing.
might want to get downtown fast.
Cross button. Jump.
Swing it
Then
through
hold
Brooklyn.
R2 button. Swing.
Jameson had you on the ground for
Cross
the bugle?
button. Jump.
Still
Then
can't
hold
believe old
R2
Triple
button.
J is
Swing.
your new boss.
Cross button.
Really
Jump.
loving
Then
the
hold
new
R2
regime.
button. Swing.
You'll whip him into shape in no time. So, what's up with Marco?
Cross button. Jump.
Been years
then
since
hold
our last
R2 button.
showdown.
Swing.
According to witnesses, he was running down Broadway yelling nonsense. They say he seemed angry and paranoid, delusional.
Cross button.
just
Jump. Then hold
exploded.
R2 button. Swing.
Man, hopefully we can calm him down.
I've seen people lose control like this. Be careful.
Good thing there are 2 Spider-Men now.
Good luck.
Thanks, MJ.
Might need the new tech we've been cooking up too.
No way. They're untested. Barely
Cross
prototypes.
button. Jump.
But you
Then
brought
hold
him, right?
R2 button. Swing.
No comment.
We got a sandy situation, Spider-Man. Let's move. We better get the Sandman quick.
cross button, jump, then hold R2 button, swing. Hold R2 button, cross button, swing jump. 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 Cross button, jump, then hold R2 button, swing.
Come on, dude! We have to go! Look out!
Circle button, dodge.
You okay?
Yeah, but I think we found him. Marco!
What the? That's Sandman?
Circle button, dodge.
MJ wasn't kidding. We gotta help him before he hurts someone. Or himself.
Circle button, dodge. Circle button, dodge. Circle button, dodge. Circle button, dodge. Circle button, dodge.
That arm looks dangerous.
Circle button, dodge. Hold L1 button, R1
Maybe
button,
he's
throw
hungry.
objects. L1 button,
Should toss the
R1,
big guy a snack.
L1 button, R1 button, L1, circle button, dodge. L1 button, R1 button,
He's really lost
L1
at this
button,
time.
L1
We gotta
button.
stop him. Quick.
circle button, dodge.
Let's send
Down
that debris
directional
right
button,
back
heal.
to him.
Down directional button, heal. Circle button, dodge.
What's the plan?
L1
Keep him
button,
busy.
R1
I
button,
got an
L1
idea.
triangle button, web strike. Triangle button, zip to target.
Oh, crap. Still angry after all these years, Marco? You should try yoga. Must be more of a Pilates guy.
Left
was
stick
your
up,
idea?
plus, R2
Never
button,
said it was a
sprint.
good one.
Left
was
stick
your
up,
idea?
plus, R2
Never
button,
said it was
sprint.
a good one. It was supposed to be.
Left stick. Left
was
stick
your
up,
idea?
plus, R2
Never
button,
said it was
sprint.
a good one. It was supposed to be a normal day.
Left stick up,
Physics.
plus,
Have
R2
awkward
button,
conversations in the teacher's lounge. Use the stairs, everyone.
sprint. Triangle button.
Gotcha.
Hold R2 button, swing.
Spider-Man, think you can sign for this delivery? It's coming in hot.
Hold R2
I'm
button,
there.
swing. Hold R2 button. Swing.
I got him! Mini Marcos? I wish I could do that.
Square button. Attack.
Set Mr. Airstick down, but not before he bombed on my suit.
He's not the only one. Sandman just puked out some new friends.
What the? He can do that?
Triangle button.
Apparently.
Web strike.
Need you now.
Triangle button. Web strike. Triangle button. Web strike.
Mr. Parker?
I'm sorry, who's this?
Principal Evans.
Of course, Principal
All students have evacuated their classrooms. Where are you? Mr. Parker!
I just forgot something in my car.
What was that?
Nothing. I'm just.
L1 button. Plus. Square button. Spider barrage. Attack and defense recharge abilities like Spider Barrage. Once fully recharged, they can be used again. Press
worked?
cross button to continue.
I'm just running back right now.
Get back here and supervise your students, or else.
That does not sound good.
Circle button. Dodge.
Almost there. How you holding up?
Miles? Principal Evans
L1
called.
button. Plus. Square
Man,
button. Spider
Am I
barrage.
getting expelled?
Hey, you're just cutting class. I abandoned students during a citywide emergency.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Sandman,
I always hated that name.
I know you're angry at me.
This has nothing to do with you. Leave me alone!
I want to help you. But it's gonna hurt first.
L1 button. R1 button.
Guess he wasn't happy to reconnect.
Yeah, he's not really the nostalgic type.
Let me go, or I'll kill you.
He's not listening. We gotta turn it up a notch.
Ow!
He hates water.
Hold
His shoulder's
R2 button.
already wet.
Swing.
Bet he's not a big fan of electricity then either.
Read my mind.
Triangle button. Zip to target.
Felt that all right. We need more water though.
I'll hit him with webs while I get Sparky.
I'll keep the water flowing in the meantime.
Circle button. Dodge. R1 button. Shoot webs. R1 button. Shoot webs. Hold R2 button. Swing. R1 button. Fire web shooters.
My
R1
webs
button.
will slow him
Shoot
down.
webs. R1 button. Fire web shooters. R1 button. Shoot webs. R1 button. Shoot webs.
Spider-Man, get up!
R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs.
No! Get up! Spider-Man!
R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs.
No! Get up! Spider-Man!
R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs.
Made them myself.
R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters.
My
R1
webs
button,
slow 'em
shoot
down.
webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold, R2 button, swing. R1 button, shoot webs. Hold, R2 button, swing. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold, R2 button, swing. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. Circle button, dodge. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1
some
button,
webs?
shoot webs.
Made them myself.
R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. Hold, R2 button, swing. Hold, R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. Hold, R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. Circle button, dodge. Hold, R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. Circle button, dodge. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1
some
button,
webs?
shoot webs.
Made them myself.
Hold, R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge
You
jump.
want more?
R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs.
No. Get up! Spider-Man!
R1 button, shoot webs. R1 button, shoot webs. Hold, R2 button, swing. R1 button, fire
You
web.
want
R1
webs to
button,
keep 'em
shoot
busy?
webs. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shoot. Hold, R2 button, swing. R1
It's
button,
working.
shoot webs.
Need to keep it up.
Hold, R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. Hold, R2 button, plus, cross button, then release, charge jump. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, shoot webs.
It's done. Take
Triangle
your
button,
shot.
zip to target. Rapidly press, square button, strike. Circle button, dodge. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters.
I can get
Triangle
up
button,
close now.
zip to target. Triangle button, zip to target. Rapidly press, square button, strike. Down directional button, heal. Map, 1, heal. Rapidly press, square button, strike. R1 button, fire web shooters. R1 button, fire web shooters. Hold, R2 button, swing. R1 button, fire web shooters.
Time
Triangle
for
button,
face to
zip to
face.
target. Hold, R2 button, plus, cross button, then
Here it
release,
comes.
charge jump. Rapidly press square button. Strike. R1 button. Fire whip shooters. Triangle button. Zip to target. Rapidly press square button. Strike. Circle button. Dodge. Down directional button. Heal. R1 button. Fire whip shooter. Circle button. Dodge. R1 button. Fire whip shooters. Triangle button. Zip to target. Rapidly press square button.
For your own
Strike.
good.
Circle button. Dodge. Triangle button. Zip to target. Rapidly press square button. Strike. R1 button. Fire whip shooters. Hold. R2 button. Swing. Triangle button. Zip to target. Rapidly press square button. Strike. Triangle button. Zip to target. Rapidly press square
What?
button.
Don't
Strike.
like your own face?
Down directional button. Heal. Map 1. Down directional button. Heal. R1 button. Fire whip shooters. Circle button. Dodge. R1 button. Fire whip shooters. Triangle button. Zip to target. Rapidly press square
Trying to
button.
help you out
Strike.
here. Somebody order some water.
Triangle button. Zip to target. Triangle button. Zip to target.
Bang! Spider-Man, watch out! No, 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 no! You okay? I'm working on it! Thought I lost you there! Can't get rid of me that easy! Time for Genki to work his magic!
Triangle button. Zip to target.
Genki, you there? Dude, this is nuts! I know, man. But listen, we need a big water source by Wall Street.
Well, let me check the grid. Stay safe, dude. You too,
Circle
Mr.
button.
Parker.
Dodge.
Will do. Wait,
L1 button. R1
He
button.
knows? Genki knows all.
L1. L1.
Plus, we were super weird in
L1
class
button.
earlier.
R1.
Knew I never should have
L1.
taught at a gifted school. How many times you want to do this? Give him today's forecast, Spider-Man. 100% chance
Triangle
of
button.
rain.
Zip to target.
Got it right where we want him.
Triangle button. Zip to target. 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 Hold. R2 button. Plus. Cross button. Then release. Charge jump.
Guys, the water tank on the Matheson building should do the trick. We're talking 10,000 gallons here.
Got it. Thanks, Genki.
Should have
Rest
stayed away, spiders.
Circle button. Dodge.
Still think we got him right where we want him?
Circle button.
I
Dodge.
admit I may have spoken too soon.
Circle button. Dodge.
And he's definitely getting bigger.
Circle button. Dodge.
Spider-Man,
Circle button. Dodge.
up.
Should have stayed away, spiders.
Circle button. Dodge.
Still think we got him right where we want him? I admit I may have spoken too soon. And he's definitely getting bigger. Keep climbing. We're so close. The water tank. Spider-Man?
I just wanted to live normal, like everyone else.
This isn't the way, Marco.
For a guy like me, there is no other way.
L1 button, plus, square button, Venom Punch.
This is getting out of hand!
This is your focus bar. Heal by using a full focus bar. Fill your focus bar by attacking and defending. Press cross button to continue.
Pete, what happened? I ended up outside. Just keep going up and I'll meet you at the roof. The water tank's our only shot.
Left stick, target select. Circle button, dodge ranged attacks. Triangle button, web strike. Left stick, target select.
All this destruction from one guy!
L1 button, R1 button. Hold, pull. Down directional button, heal.
Where are you, Pete?
Get back here.
Stay inside!
Guess he's
L2
busy.
buttons, plus,
It's
R2
gonna be a
button,
long
zip
day
to
if we
point.
don't get that water tank.
Build focus by attacking and dodging enemies. Use a full focus bar to heal
Keep
or
it moving,
perform
Miles.
finishers. Press cross button to continue.
I just wanted a regular life.
You can still have one!
It's too late now.
Oh, man!
L2 button, plus, R2 button, zip to point. Finishers are devastating attacks that cost at least one full focus bar. Build focus by attacking and dodging enemies. Press cross button to continue.
Why couldn't Marco just make sandcastles instead? Ma, everything
L1
okay?
button, plus,
I'm with
square
Pete.
button,
I know.
Venom Punch.
You're on every channel. I'm heading downtown to help coordinate resources and
L1
supplies.
button, plus,
Is
square
Yankee
button,
covering for
Venom
you at
Punch.
school?
He is, but I got this meeting with my counselor later, and the principal thinks that
Listen, I can talk to your principal, but New York needs you right now.
I'm the coolest mom ever.
And please, be careful.
L2 button, plus, R2
quiero,
button,
mijo.
zip to ground.
Like Ma said, can't let New York down.
Triangle button, down directional button, heal. Triangle button, circle button, finisher. L2 button, plus, R2 button, zip to ground. Left stick, target select. Map offline, circle, left stick, target select. L1 button, plus, square button, Venom Punch. L1 button, plus, square button, Venom Punch. Down directional button, heal. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
Why couldn't Marco just make
Left
sandcastles
stick, target
instead?
select. Triangle button, circle button, finisher.
Ma, everything okay? I'm with Pete.
I know. You're on every channel. I'm heading downtown to help coordinate resources and supplies. Is Genki
L1
covering
button
for you
plus
at school?
square button
He
pin and
is.
punch.
But I got this meeting with my counselor later, and the principal thinks
Listen,
that
I
I'm
can talk to your
L1 button
principal,
plus
but New
square
York
button pin
needs
and
you
punch.
right now.
the coolest mom ever.
And please, be careful. Te quiero, mijo.
Like Ma said, can't let New York down.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button plus square button pin and punch, triangle button, circle button, finisher, down directional button, heal, triangle button, circle button, finisher. L1 button plus square button pin and punch.
You're only making it worse for yourself, Marco!
I don't care.
Triangle button, web strike. Down directional button, heal.
Wish I could just write about this for my essay. I'd get into any college I wanted. Or Spider-Man would. Right. Brainstorm later, Miles. Focus.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button plus square button pin and punch. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button plus square button pin and punch.
You're only making it worse for yourself, Marco!
I don't care.
Triangle button, web strike. Triangle button, web strike. Down directional button, heal.
Wish I could just write about this for my essay. I'd get into any college I wanted. Or Spider-Man would. Right. Brainstorm later, Miles. Focus.
Left stick, target select.
Stand in my suit.
L1 button, plus, square button, venom punch. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
You're only making it worse for yourself, Mark!